Okay, guys, so today we're going to be starting section 4.3. We're going to split this into a couple parts. So today will be part 1, and we're going to be talking about trapezoids. All right. So I'm going to put the definition in our class announcement, but a trapezoid is a four-sided figure, also known as a quadrilateral, that has one pair of parallel sides. So let me draw a couple examples. And again, not perfect, drawn on touchscreen. Okay, four-sided figure. Pretend these are straight. These two sides, they're one pair. It's one pair, of parallel sides. These two sides, not parallel. Okay, remember in a parallelogram, they had two pairs of parallel sides, right? But in this case, we only have this side and this side, one pair of parallel sides. So a trapezoid could look like that, right? Let me draw you another trapezoid. All right, here's another trapezoid, okay? This side and this side, parallel. These sides, not parallel. And remember, parallel means they're going in the same exact direction, okay? So if these were going to continue on, if these sides were going to continue on, they would never meet, all right? They're going in the same exact direction. And today we're going to be finding the area of a trapezoid. The area formula for a trapezoid is A equals 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2 in parentheses. All right, I'm going to rewrite that on the next page when we work on our first example. So let's say we have a trapezoid that looks like this. Okay. Now, my height is the distance between those two parallel sides, okay, this side and this side, right? In this case, this side, which goes at a 90-degree angle to this one, and this one, it's perpendicular. That's going to show my height. And we're going to say that's 6 feet. Now, this side is a base, okay? That is going to be 9 feet, all right? So we'll consider that base 1. And this side is my other base, and it's going to be 5 feet, so that will be my base 2. We don't need to know this side, this diagonal side, to get our area. So remember, area for a trapezoid is equal to 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in some of these figures. Now, in my calculator, when I enter this information, instead of writing 1/2, I'm going to enter 0.5, okay? Remember, 0.5 is the same as 1/2, and I'm going to put that in parentheses, okay? Now my height, I'm going to put that in parentheses too, we said is 6. Hold on a second. I'm going to put that a little neater. And then I have base 1 and base 2. Base 1 is 9 feet. Plus base 2, which was 5 feet. All right. So my first step, I have 0.5 times 6 times 9 plus 5. Well, I'm going to do what's inside the parentheses. There's nothing to do inside this set of parentheses or this one, but in here we have 9 plus 5. So I'm going to rewrite my formula, my problem, with area equals 0.5 times 6. 9 plus 5 gives me 14. All right, so now I have 0.5 times 6 times 14. I could enter all of them into a calculator, 0.5 times 6 times 14, and I'm going to get 42. But I'm not going to leave it like that. I always have to use my units. So in this case, we were given all of our units in feet, so the area is going to be 42 feet. And once again, area is always squared, so 42 feet squared. So that's the measure of the area inside of this trapezoid. Okay, it's 42 feet squared. Let's do another example. So this trapezoid is going to look a little more like this. Okay, so with this trapezoid, my base 1 is going to be 11.5 meters. My base 2 is going to be 8.5 meters. Now here's the thing. Neither of these sides is perpendicular. These two sides are perpendicular, meaning at a 90-degree angle, to our set of parallel sides, which means that they're going to give me, this is not a side of the trapezoid, this is just showing what my height is, okay? Because my height is the distance directly between this side and this side, my two parallel sides. And it's 5 meters, okay? So we're not going to use the side length of this or this in our calculation. We're going to use our two bases and our height, which is the distance between the two parallel sides, which are our bases. So once again, area equals, a little sloppy, 1/2 times the height times base 1 plus base 2. Okay, so in this case, I have area equals, and I'm going to use 0.5 once again because I'm entering it into a calculator and it's just a little easier. So 0.5 instead of 1/2. 0.5, my height is 5, right? Times my base 1, which is 11.5, plus 8.5 for my base 2. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I can in parentheses here, which is 11.5 plus 8.5, all right? That's going to give me 20. So now I'm going to rewrite again. And I want you guys to write out each step on scrap paper so you don't lose track, okay? So once again, I have 0.5 still. I still have my 5 there for my height, but now in my parentheses, I'm going to have 20. All right, that's my base 1 and base 2 added together. After that, I could just multiply 0.5 times 5 times 20 in my calculator, and I'm going to get 50. So area equals 50. In this case, we were using meters, M for meters, squared. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a good idea of how to calculate the area of a trapezoid. A little more complicated than a parallelogram or a triangle. Okay, but still not too bad. You just have to remember we're going to add our two bases together, and the two bases are our parallel sides. So after you view this video and take a look over the pages in our book, you could go ahead and do the classwork on big ideas. All right, guys, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.